getting upgrade. Who's next? Rich boy, got him on deck. Good boy, tell that nigga fresh. I put my new man on a leash. Traded him out, nigga.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's More Feelings, also known as Pearl Daniels, and today's just a new day, a new vibe, a new video, whatever. Today we're going to I'm at my cousin's house and we're going to have like a little dinner, not lip dinner, like a brunch lunch day, and then afterwards we're gonna go to the movies. So right now I'm getting ready and I'm gonna take y'all with me. So it's basically like a get ready with me. You're gonna see her part sometimes and you're gonna see my part, and it's gonna be all good, so stay tuned. Okay, so I decided to use natural lighting because I couldn't find my camera stand anywhere. So I just got this is the Morphe eyebrow gel. If you could read that, if you can't, I'm very sorry. The Morphe eyebrow gel, if you could read that. I already put it on, but my left eyebrow just keeps on messing with me. I have to go get it waxed again. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But right now I think I'm just gonna do my eyebrows. And then that's it. But y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a little story time about I didn't bring my shoe. Okay, thank God I have my pencil brush. But I'm gonna give y'all a story time about this time that I was at work with my mom. And this guy decided it was okay to jerk off to me. So basically, we had just opened up the shop. And you know, not a lot of people were coming in. So a lot of people weren't in. When the guy came in to order his food, nobody was there. So it was only my mom, me, and I think one other employee. And I go up to the counter to get his order because everybody else was busy, and I'm usually the one that does so. So I go up and I'm like, "Oh, hi sir, what would you like to order?" And he's looking at the menu. He's like, "Oh, I don't know yet." So I'm like, "Okay." So I go back to the kitchen. I go back to the kitchen to, you know, finish up what I'm doing. If you can hear the outside, I'm very sorry because I'm next to the window. But yeah, so I go to the kitchen and then he rings the little bells or ching ching ching, whatever. So I go back, I'm like, "Okay, so are you ready to order?" He's like, "Yeah, I would like a burger." And I'm like, "Oh, we ran out of burgers, but you know, later on today, you can come back and we'll have that." It broke. This is about the second time that this happened to me, bro. So he was like, "Okay, you know what, never mind, then I'll just get some chicken tenders." And I'm like, "Okay, that's gonna be," I don't remember how much it was, around $10. He was like, "Okay, so I can't get a discount, you know, you're my friend and everything." I'm like, "I'm not your friend, I don't know you." You know, I didn't say that, but I was like, "No, I can't give you no discount. We don't do discounts here, la-di-la-di-da." He's like, "But come on, man, this and that." And it's not like he didn't have money, he's like, "Come on now, I'm a good friend. I could be a really good friend to you, this and that." I'm like, "No, it's okay. It's gonna be, you know, whatever the price was." And then he was like, all right. So I take his order to the kitchen, and you know, he's standing up over the counter. He's looking at everything that we're doing. And then I tell my mom, like, "Oh, I hate when people look at me when I'm in the kitchen or whatever." So she goes over there and she's like, "Sir, can you sit down?" So he sits down. And you know, every time I'm walking to the fryer, because where the fryer was, when you walk to the fryer, you can see the outside, the restaurant itself. So I'm looking so I see him. He just keeps on you know, poking his head up. I'm like, "Bro, what the heck?" So now it's time to serve him his food because it's already done or whatever. It's already done with. And I go to the counter. They give me his box of food and a plastic bag. So I'm wrapping it up. I put the ketchup in there or whatever, and then I turn around and the counter is so big, so I have to you know, get on my tippy toes to give it to him. And I just see something black, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's his belt." No, bro, he is stroking that. He is stroking his penis. I'm just gonna say his dick. It's nothing else, bro. He's over here And I'm like, you gotta put, like, I was in shock. So I was like, no, you can't do that here. You gotta put that up. And then once he leaves, I run to my mom. I'm like, Mommy, he just had his dick out. He was jerking off to me. My mom took a knife and she ran out the restaurant, bro. She ran out the restaurant. So, okay, so the way, so a little backstory. So the way the restaurant is, it is, right? We're the restaurant, and then we have like corner, like the gas station and stuff down there. And there's this like gang leader or whatever, not gang leader, a gang leader that's there. Like he's real close to the family or whatever. And so he's like, what's wrong? And she tells him the whole thing, like what happened. He was like, oh, I know that guy. I didn't know why he was running or whatever. I didn't want to, get involved. So my mom tells him, and Saturdays are usually busy days. So my uncles, like there's this soccer club, so my uncles are there. So I pull one of my like trusted uncles. I pulled him to the side because I started crying because I didn't know what the hell was happening. And then they're like, oh, that should have been the first thing you did. You should have reported it instead of like, you should have waited. And I started crying because I felt like I felt like they were basically saying that it was my fault of what happened, right? And then my mom was like, no, don't try to put it on her. It's not her fault or whatever. She didn't know what was happening. So I just used the Morphe brow mixture, I guess, or whatever, with the spoolie and then the brow pencil at the end, and it's in the color Java, if you can see that right there. If you can't, then I'm really sorry. But this is the Morphe pen mix. Right, I'm just gonna take some freaking concealer in the shade of C4.45. Let me look like a makeup guru. Ew. But yeah, so basically he told my mom that I'm gonna get to the bottom of who he really is or whatever. So my mom's like, okay, thank you so much. Hi. My mom's like, thank you so much. So like I said, I was telling my uncles what happened, cause my uncle, the way my uncles are, they don't like that kind of play fouling with kids or whatever. So I tell them, and then they're like, oh no, it's okay, sweetheart, it's not your fault. And thank God we had cameras, so they pull it up on the camera. And turns out that when he was looking over the counter of what I was doing, that's when he started, because we have a camera right in front of the cash register, one at the back, like looking into the restaurant, one inside the kitchen, and one out of the restaurant. So when they looked at it, he was doing it since. So they were mad. They called the police. We extracted the video and sent it to the police, but the police couldn't find him, so they just closed the case, I guess. And supposedly to my mom, that it's not the first time that, it's not him, but like it's not the first time that something like that has happened or whatever. And tell me why a few weeks go by, everything has settled down, like not even a few weeks, a month has gone by or whatever, and now his baby mama or his girlfriend walks in with the gang leader, and she's like, is this the girl that he did this to? And then she just started breaking down, because she was like, oh, this is not the first time he's done this, sometimes he likes to take out his thing and play around as a joke. And then my mom was like, what kind of joke is this to, like, do this to a little girl? Because at the time I think I was 13. I think I was 13 or 14 at the time. So she was like, what kind of joke is this that you do? Like, you come to somebody's work environment where they sell food. That's my cousin, y'all. Where they sell food and, jerk off to a little girl like that. So she started crying. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then she ran out the restaurant and crossed the street, and a car almost hit her. Who? Remember the guy that jerked off to me in the restaurant? Oh. Yep.
Oh, damn.
I'm not done. You're not done? Wait, what do you have left to do?
I need to bake.
Okay. You can't tell me nothing about my man. But yeah, I was shooketh. I was shooketh, if that's the word you want to say. Let me not move this. Let me just go back. But I was shooketh. I remember calling my cousin. I was crying. And then she's like, it's okay. It's not your fault or whatever. I just like... I remember I stopped coming to the restaurant for like a good two weeks. And this was during the summer. So I was hella bored at home. I was hella bored. But I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready to go back. Not yet. You know, thank God, like, you know, I didn't get touched or anything, but like, still, that's like something bad to happen, like traumatic to happen to like a 13, 14-year-old. But yeah. And regarding to like, it's not the first time that has happened. It happened to my mom too. Older man. A papa. I'm literally telling you, like a dad. Like he looked like a grandfather of like freaking 10 children or whatever. But yeah. And I'm a really sensitive person. I don't like getting yelled at, but I love yelling at people. You know what I mean? Not love it, but like, you give me a reason to yell at you, I'm gonna yell at you. First chance I get. I don't like it. But I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't tell me. If y'all hear the water in the background, it's because the bathroom is next to this room. And my aunt is washing. My niece is getting washed. Y'all, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know what the hell it is I'm doing. I usually don't wear concealer. I don't shape up my eyebrows. Because when I use the pen, the eyebrow pen that I showed y'all, that's it. I don't touch it up. I get a Q-tip, I wet it, and then I shape it out, and then that is it. It's a wrap, literally. But I'll be back. I have to go wet my sponge, and I'll probably be back when I'm done with my eyebrows. Hey guys, so I'm back. Sorry if y'all can't really see me like that, but I did my lips, I did my eyebrows and my lashes. I'm not really feeling the lashes right now, but yeah. I did like a twist lock method on my hair. Let's hope it doesn't lock up my hair or whatever. We're about to go like in a few minutes, and I'm gonna insert a clip of my outfit right here. And yeah, I also tried on some like other versions of the outfit I wanted to wear, but I'm just gonna stick with this one for right now, and I'm probably gonna change my mind again. But I did my lips. But yeah, so I'll probably come back to y'all when we're at the restaurant with our other friend, and that'll be it. So y'all stay tuned. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the family, hello. Welcome back if you are back, and let's just get it moving. Thank you very much. Guys, we're here at the restaurant right now. We're at Jupiter's. We're waiting on our other friend. Sorry for this little glare right here. My screen protector. Put it down a little bit. Maybe that's my screen protector. But we're at Jupiter's. We're waiting for our other friend, Lene. I think y'all saw her in my other video.
It's only us. We have no more friends.
We have no friends, y'all. It's okay. You know, I got the Chanel. It's not my glasses. You hear me?
Got a few niggas run it out for me. Tell me, baby, please slide for me. Keep the Glock 40 holding it down for me. I know you're good in the hood, but you couple deals for me.
Yeah. I'm fresher than a motherfucker. Okay.